medic.
430.
Excuse me, sir.
Well,
Tell me about outliers.
well, that people aren't principally very interested in outliers for the reasons that all economists base their opinions on a statistical distribution. But the distribution isn't actually very interesting because on the whole we're not interested in the rump of the curve for any event that is unusual. And so people, the risk of really strange things, COVID being a perfect example happening, are underestimated. So you'd possibly be better off hedging yourself against catastrophic events and hoping that one of them happens rather than always playing the averages.
Here we are, we're in the Peak District and it's the start of 2021 Spine Race. Some of us are more relaxed than others. Have you got anything to contribute to this or?
Where are physical challenges to overcome, but the psychological challenges as well. The COVID challenge. It's 2 years since we've had this race, and let's be honest, there are times when we thought it might be 3.
What a bunch of nutties.
They're going north for 268 miles over 4 of the hilliest regions that England's got to offer and through 4 of the finest national parks that we've got to offer. Sounds like actually something maybe quite fun.
This is Sock Watch and we're looking out for socks and varieties, and we thought we had a sandal wearer for the long run. The elusive one, we will find you. You are out there. That is the strangest sock we've had on Sock Watch, and we've had some strange socks on Sock Watch. Is that slightly tacky?
Yeah.
So that grips. That thing grips your leg.
Onto a thigh like this one.
Look at that.
And then I have an inner rubber one.
Christ, Ray. Look at that. And is this your
So
first?
I'm into rubber, you see.
So we're out here, the race has begun and this is the beginning of the good stuff, right? We're not quite in Yorkshire yet, so it's not God's own country, but it feels good.
It does feel good. It is nice to get out. Edale was beautiful, but here we are, we're on the route.
There's this kind of like, I don't know, this sort of like pent up energy, I think, of everyone who's been stuck inside for the last however long. You get a sense of that at the start line. People are really fired up to like get out there and explore. And the numbers in this race are going up every year. In January, when they did a virtual version of the Spine Race, they had 1,900 people involved in this. And so look at these guys, like chomping at the bit, just desperate to get out on the trail.
It's just nice to see people gearing up at an event and going after it.
You're pretty close to the front, I think. We haven't seen many others coming by. Yes, you are there, straight ahead here. No, that is the wrong way. No, that is the wrong way, that way, yeah. Off you go.
I thought they'd start up from 2 weeks ago, but no, there you go.
Yeah, there's a bit of falling apart there. You haven't quite got Legionnaire's foot yet, but it's coming on.
There's a bit there, isn't there? Got a bit there. I popped that earlier and put a blister, plaster blister on it. I don't know what's happened.
Any other private matters that you want to alert us to, or is this enough for the feet?
My testicles are swollen enormously.
Are they? Is that normal or?
Yeah. It's fairly good.
My toes chafed a couple of weeks ago, but actually it's worked really well. Like my toes are in fine
Look at those
condition.
little trotters, eh? In fabulous condition.
Holding my nails on.
Yeah.
Rodney Trotter reporting on God's work. Do you remember that one?
How do you feel?
We're in Hardraw, and it is the end of the Montane Spine Challenge. And the hills are alive with the sound of suffering.
Crack on.
And any particular, like, have you chafed or any blistered? Is that a no chafing, no blisters?
I'm unbelievably lucky in that regard, so I'll touch
You're
something
slippery
like
man.
that.
You just slid past yourself.
I'm a slippery man, yeah.
Can I have a medic?
I think it's an amazing moment here because you've just finished your chip list, and in the background we have woman down, just slowly fainting. But you obviously know each other well enough where you're concerned.
I've only met her today, well, from yesterday, but you know.
When I get changed, it's going to be the smell that knocks me out again.
When you find yourself having to pick bits of gravel out of the tin of Vaseline that you've been using to lubricate your back end, it's a low point.
The midpoint of a challenge like this is quite an interesting thing, right? Because this is where it's not so much we're separating the good from the bad or anything, but the challenge changes after here.
Well, we're seeing the challenger finishes coming through, and they are ripped to bits. They are like smashed, exhausted.
On the deck.
Guy came through here 31 hours on the go without stop, without sleeping. I've never been awake for 31 hours. You know, at least not on bread and water. And this guy is out here. It's incredible. And then we're going to get runners coming through that have got the same distance to go again. Here we are, racetrack side. Upcoming is James. He's been going for well over 200k. You're about the halfway mark. How are you feeling?
Still got over 100 miles to go.
120-ish.
Yeah. So,
brilliant.
Until you've kissed that wall.
Kiss that wall.
You're going to ask me to make predictions, aren't you? Because that's impossible at this point. But we've got Ian Keith at the moment, absolutely streaking out ahead, which everyone kind of expected. Ian Keith has done the winter race 5 times now. He's come second twice. He's won it. He used to hold the course record before Jasmine Paris tore that to pieces. So he's having a great time out there.
Where is he? He's got to be on this road. He's got to be on this road. So in case you don't know, Great Dunfell has a radar station at the top of it, and it's an access road to that radar station. It's a little tight tarmac road, and the Pennine Way actually runs that tarmac road to the radar station. Expected around every corner.
Keith's thinking we're going to see him.
Elusive Ian Keith.
He is being elusive.
I mean, Ian has built a steady lead from the start, but the real challenge is coming from Anna. First place woman, second in the race overall, who's looking really, really good condition, and is going to really push Ian.
Now, you're a contender for us, and I reckon you've got a shot.
You reckon?
Get yourself
I've just got to go and make up 4 hours on it.
Yeah, no dramas, easy.
Easy. Once he gets his snap on.
How's it going, buddy? Love it. Ashley in it. Good. We saw you go off on the dots and we're like, oh no, he's gone the wrong way. Yeah. No, he's gone the right way. To the Pizza Hut.
Where do you see the spine race in regard to this way of thinking?
Well, I think it's a bit of a niche activity. I mean, not everyone wakes up and wants to go and do it. But I mean, I don't find it that strange. I mean, it's an efficient way of doing the Pennine Way in 4 days rather than 2 weeks. And every time I go somewhere like here, I get a hot meal. I mean, it's fantastic, and I even have my feet washed. I mean, Jesus had his feet washed. I mean, I just can't do any better than that.
I think by the time I get to Crossroads, it should be dawn, so I'm kind of hoping that it'll be quite a nice opportunity to see where I'm going this time.
I'm certainly hankering after a warm cup of tea. Definitely thinking about sleeping for 6 to 8 hours, but these guys are telling me that they're feeling great on 4 hours sleep.
I think they're hallucinating, or they're just like they're wired.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Harry? Because I'm wondering whether you might die.
James, I'm going to write the challenge for you, the next one.
Come on then, you couple of numpties, let's get cracking.
anything from you. How the hell can I explain this? What are you doing in a really high altitude mountaineering down suit?
I can't believe my eyes, this place is unbelievable.
Summit of Dufton Pike, get one of the finest views in Cumbria, right through the Lake District. Glencathra there behind us, Crossfell, which is the highest in Pennines.
Well, I mean, height is one of the reasons we've brought you up here today, actually, Alan. These guys who are doing the spine are going about 9,200 metres of ascending over the whole course. And
yeah, well, 9,000 metres, that's higher than Everest, and you've got to put a lot of effort in to do Everest, or K2, the second highest, which is much more difficult than Everest. I was down in Dufton there earlier, and I was watching some of them set off, and you can just see Crossfell in the distance, and you must have to control the feelings and the mind.
So listen guys, the reason that Harry's wearing this ridiculous suit is because we have learned to understand the level of suffering you're putting yourselves through over the last 3 days. And we thought that it was only fair that we reflected that with him walking to the top of one of the significant hills that you're also going to the top of. So now that we have a newfound respect, we'd like to raise a glass to you, the spine racers, and everybody else who's in this predicament, and say congratulations to you, and good luck as you go over the top of the next high bit that we couldn't be bothered to do. So.
Grinding my own beans. The next one ahead of us now is Greenhead, but we've got some beautiful opportunity to catch a load of cheviot and stuff like that.
Probably about 6.5 quality hours of sleep in 95 hours. Yeah, and lots of exercise as well. But it's surreal because I can't I can't focus now, and everything's slightly double vision.
I've done almost nothing and I'm sweating my ass off.
Northumberland's best.
Why do you come and do it?
I'm quite a newbie to the spine team. I only started doing volunteering back in January 19 when I was asked in the week to do logistics, which is carting all the bags about and stuff. And you just get part of the family, you know, everyone gets on with everyone else. It's a fantastic atmosphere in all the huts, and you get to know people, and you know, you just get a bug for it, I think. And with COVID last year, everyone's eager to be here this year. And it's been superb seeing people. We're not seeing people for over 2 years, well, nearly 2 years now, isn't it? But yeah, they call it the Spine family, and they don't call it that for nothing. You know, everyone knows each other.
I've never been to Kirkghetto before, actually.
Have you not?
Excited.
Yeah.
It's not Manchester, put it that way.
I can't believe it.
We're
We've
here.
crossed the border, we've made it. This
made
is it. We're in Kirkghetto, and the whole way up here we've been trying to justify we're on basically the most extravagant pub crawl
It's been the
in
best
all of the
holiday
UK. And I've been waiting for this the whole time.
Oh.
Hit me.
Cheers, buddy.
That's how you do it.
Oh. 2 ultra marathons.
Singing? Maybe guitar?
Yeah, get me involved.
Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best.
I'd like to say it's been a pleasure, but it hasn't. Stink you later, losers!
Ah, the spinal tap dance.
Thank
I've been
you.
waiting for that.
So then, JC, here we are, the beautiful town of Kirkghetto.
Hey!
Said it right, baby.
We made it. I wasn't sure if we were going to, but we've arrived, and the news hasn't really changed from the middle of the race when we first heard of the winners. So we want to first of all pay maximum respect to number 1, Mr.
Oh, Ian Keith.
That's right. And number 2, Mrs.
Anna Trupp.
We think that this race is one of the great races available to people who like going far in the UK, and it couldn't be possible to come and have a go at doing something like this without the unbelievable collection of people who are putting the event together behind the scenes, from the medics right through to the organisation team. I mean, some people are taking time off from work to come and do this.
It's all volunteers, and that's incredible. I mean, the exile medics, as you said, that's doctors, nurses, physios, and they're all taking time off of what's been an incredibly busy period for them to come and help these guys out with this race, and it just wouldn't happen without them. So, secret heroes of the race.
It's fair to say we've loved it. We hope you've enjoyed it too, and we look forward to seeing you at the winter version of this crazy race.
Catch you later.
Adios.